Okay, this picks up the next section of chapter 8.2. We're making a new ceiling type called gypsum ceiling board. You might remember the wall board. Now it's just the same stuff but going on the ceiling. So to do that, I'm going to go to Manage Materials. And we want to find gypsum wallboard in here, so this. I'm going to duplicate it. And rather than having the sand pattern, I'm going to click here and find gypsum plaster. Hit OK. And that just gives it the pattern of a plaster. And you should be able to hit OK now. Okay, so we're going to put a gypsum ceiling board in this area of the basement. Okay. Go back to architecture, ceiling. And we're going to change the name to Suspended Gypsum Wall Board on Metal Stud. Okay. This is what it currently looks like. We're going to add a metal stud layer. The structure's right. And create a second one of the same type. This one's going to be 1.5 inches. Quarters of an inch. And then these will go up. Oh, sorry, I guess we didn't. You could have just deleted this or changed the thickness of that one. Okay. The reason there are 2 layers here of the same material is because they run perpendicular to each other so that you can suspend that acoustic ceiling tile or gypsum ceiling board, whichever one it is. All right, and hit OK. We've now created our new ceiling type. Hit OK again. Make sure the ceiling height is 7 feet. We're good. And now you just pick the room, which is this one. And it probably didn't edit. If I hit this again, I'll probably say I have 2 ceilings. So let me see if I don't have any. Oops. Oh, this might be because I did not. So if I hit VV, ceilings. Oh, they are visible. Hit VV again, ceilings. Change the pattern to gypsum pattern. There, now it's in there. Oh, but it changed all ceilings to that, so hit undo. You know, I'm going to go back into the materials. Find gypsum ceiling board. Ah, this is why. Because I was supposed to change the surface pattern back when I created that material to the gypsum. If you look, I changed the cut pattern, not the surface pattern, so that's why there's no surface being shown. It was blank before. And it still doesn't show up. So I'm going to pause this video, figure out what's going on here. Okay, I figured out what was going on. Problem is that I did not, you'll see why in a minute. I left this as wallboard and I did not change it to ceiling, the textbook said. And now we have the pattern. Sorry, that took a while. Okay, so now we are done with that section. Okay, the next thing in the basement you're going to be doing is creating a ceiling right here in this area. And you'll see it does not recognize this as a possible area that I can create a ceiling, and that's because there's not a difference between this area of the ceiling and then where the stairs go up. So what you need to do is add a bulkhead, which means you are going to be drawing a wall. You want the interior 4.5 partition, but here's the trick. You want it to actually have a base offset of 7 feet, which means that it's a wall that starts 7 feet high in the air. And you want it to be at this point. I'm going to click that, and I don't want it on the outside, so I'm going to hit the space bar to flip it. Okay, and now the bulkhead should be there. Now, if you go to ceiling, you should be able, now it's letting us pick this area if you notice. And you want to make sure you're still doing the gypsum wallboard on metal stud. And now I have that section. You can confirm all this if you go to the 3D view. And now you can see there's ceiling in here. And I can select it. There's one ceiling, there's another ceiling, but yet we don't have ceiling anywhere else. There's our, except for these acoustic ceilings. Okay. I'm going to stop this video and pick up on the last one.